Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Vante, and welcome back to another episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Films. And today, I have another guest with me, and this is a very special guest because she has never been on my show before, even though I begged her for like years straight to come on my show. But then, like, we're both very busy, even though my show is on the weekend, no shade, no tea, but also, finally it's time. And it's my bestie, Danu. Woo! Oh, no, that's the wrong.
Yay! Hello, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. This is my first time doing anything like this, so I'm low-key scared, but I'm also very excited.
Yeah. Do you want to talk a little bit about yourself, like your major and everything?
Oh yeah, sure. My name is Danu. I'm a junior majoring in data science with a business analytics concentration. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm part of a sorority, professional women in STEM sorority. It's called Alpha Omega Epsilon. I'm also part of student government, where I serve as the director of diversity and inclusion. And I do things here and there, but that's pretty much what I do at UIC. Outside of school, I like hanging out with my friends a lot. We do random things, we go on side quests, and we all love shopping, and we all love being big bags together.
Yes.
So, and we love going to Target.
Yeah, I think Target trips and grocery trip is like a staple. And especially now we're both juniors, we're very busy. We don't hang out a lot, which is like, it's unfortunate, but at the same time we have stuff to do on the side. But at least I'm happy that we have today that we can do this.
Yes.
And I'm also very happy because I feel like this semester I've been having a lot more guests on my show than normally, which is a really good thing, because sometimes like when I talk to myself and I talk alone, I feel like, I kind of ran out of stuff. So I'm like, you guys know this and that. But then like with guests, they often leave very, very good thoughts and opinions that I always love to listen. So it's always nice to have another voice on the show. Even though I've been running the show for 2 years on my own, I still really appreciate people who join in. But yeah, so today we're going to be talking about Barbie. And not only Barbie, but I want to expand it a little bit because it's been a while since both of us have watched Barbie.
Yeah.
So some details we might forget, but we want to talk just about like feminism in general in cinema, because I think it's something very important to talk about, especially now in this landscape. But yeah, do you want to start off with Barbie? I know you said that it's been a while since you watched it, but like, what was run us through like your thought process of watching that for the first time whenever you watched it?
Wait, first, before I start talking about Barbie, I just want to say Amanda's been doing a really good job at her show, even though she said she runs out of things to talk about. I get it, but also I don't think it really shows that she did. I still remember the first time she ever started the show. I couldn't be here to listen to it, so I think me and MJ is also one of our other friends, we were outside. I think we were shopping for MJ's first Uggs, and we were in the Ugg store, and she told me that, oh my god, my show's gonna come on. And then I remember going to the website and keep on refreshing it just so I can hear her first speak. And I still remember her practicing the night before and having like graphics out and like a script out, and it's so great to see how she has grown. Now she doesn't have a script, she just does it all on her own, so that shows how much she has grown. And it's just so nice seeing her talk about her favorite thing in the whole world, which is movies. So yeah, it's been really nice seeing her grow. I just wanted to say that.
I've never heard of this before. This is my first time hearing about this story, so thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways, I was gonna get emotional, but thank you so much. That was very sweet. We are holding hands in the office, if you guys can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said,
yeah, okay, we can start.
Yeah, the side quest the sidetrack was a little bit too wide, but yeah, run us through your process.
Yeah, so I think the first time I saw the movie was with my best friends from back home. We all did it. We all went to watch it together. It was like a girls' day out, and we all dressed up in pink. We all were so excited to see it. I just remember when I first saw it, I did not think that that's how the movie was gonna end up, because Barbie, it's like a feel-good movie. You're like, hey, that's like what I used to play in my childhood. But it made us all cry. I still remember I was holding my best friend sobbing because I was like, oh my god, I did not like think it would hit this deep. Yeah, it was a really good movie. The way it started off and then the way it ended, like the first half and the second half of the movie was like completely two different things. And yeah, low-key I kind of low-key forgot most of the part, so it's really hard for me to like remember most of it, but I do remember some parts. I think the part that stuck to me the most was that I forgot her name, but she's Amy in Superstore.
Oh yeah.
I forgot her actual name, though.
It's America Ferrera.
Yes, America Ferrera. Yeah. I still remember her speech to Margaret Robbie when she was breakdown crying, being like, "I'm not perfect," and everything. She's like talking about how women have to be thin, but we also have to be fit, and how we have to do all of these things. We are supposed to take care of the family, but we're also supposed to go out and make a living. That really hit me deep, because I feel like the whole world portray women as in a way that we have to do everything all at once, which is not possible. How can you be everything at once? But that's how what they expect us to do. Oh my god, talking about this, I just remembered a quote that I saw on TikTok. It was like, everything that a man gets praised for is something that an average woman does. It's like, oh my god, he's cooking, he's cleaning. That's
Right.
what an average woman does on a regular basis. She goes to work, she comes back, she cooks, she cleans, she takes care of the house and everything.
Exactly.
But if a man does it, it's like praising them for it, being like, oh my god, he's doing so much, when it's literally what an average woman does. So yeah, it's like really interesting to see that play out.
Yeah, I mean I agree with how, I think when I first saw the announcement that Barbie is going to made into a movie, I was honestly, my first thought was like, how are they going to make this? Because obviously we know Barbie as a doll, as a toy, and if you're going to make an adaptation about a toy, which is, when I say adaptation, it's not like it's based on a book. Maybe I don't know if there's even a comic or anything on it. I just know for but I just know for a fact that it's gonna be an original movie. And then I was like, how are you going to make an original movie about a toy that we all know and love? Because for me, the only thing I know about Barbie is that she is a lot of things, right? She has a lot of career. Well, when I say career, like quote unquote career, like she have different outfits to show she's in different careers and everything. She's very inclusive and stuff like that. But the way that, first of all, Greta Gerwig is such an amazing director.
Yes. Oh my god, she's an insane person, bro. She's so good.
Yeah, she's incredible. And honestly, like when I heard that she's gonna direct this, I know for a fact what it's going to be about, because every single one of Greta Gerwig's film is about women and girlhood and womanhood and what it's like to be a woman. So when I watched Barbie, I honestly, even though I watched it, it was like 2 years ago, right? 2023.
3 years ago. Oh yeah, 2 years.
Oh,
but it feels like
is
3
gonna
years.
be. It is, yeah. That's crazy. But when I remember the most from that movie is that one quote where let me search who the actress is, because I have it on my letterbox open. Is when, give me one moment if I can find. This is what I do. I sing when I can't find. Is it? No. Oh, I didn't know Helen Mirren was the narrator. But when Ruth, like the character in I think she was Mattea's.
She's Mattel, yeah.
Yeah, Mattel's like creator or whatever. And she was talking to Barbie, and she was like, us mothers, we what is it? We take a step back so that our daughters I think basically
I remember.
It was basically something along the line of, us mothers basically, like, we do a lot of sacrifices for our children. And basically I was very emotional at that point, because I am the eldest daughter in a family, in an Asian family. So there's a lot of pressure on me that I also put on myself. And so my relationship with my mom is also kind of like, we have ups and downs, like that's the same with every single mother and daughter, especially in Asian countries. So it's something that when I hear, I just instantly like, oh, that's so crazy.
Yeah. I think the exact quote that she said, I just looked it up. It's like, we mothers stand still so our daughters can look back to see how far they have come. And I was like, wow,
That
that's
is
like,
such a
that's so deep.
That's such a good line. Like, I don't
Yes.
know how, like, the process of everything, but that
is like so true though, you know, because they like our mothers are our first. That's how you kind of look up to, right? Like my mother is my role model. Like everything I do it in a way for her, and I think about what she's gonna think of me, because that's just how my brain has worked ever since I was a kid. So it's just so, I don't know, it's so something so refreshing, but also something so sad about the fact that, oh my god, I don't know how to exactly phrase it, but you get what I mean, right?
Yeah, it's just that when we realize how much our mother have sacrificed and how much they do for us, I feel like you obviously appreciation is not like enough to sort of describe that, because especially my mom, she's probably the strongest woman I know, and it's just insane, right? The amount of stuff that society and the patriarchy put women through. And this is also something that I kind of touch upon I think a few weeks ago when I was talking to my guest about Marvel, the MCU cinematic world, and how women are written to be so, like, they're just there for decorations. They're not providing anything of depth until like later, like until now. But like when MCU first got started, you know, Black Widow was treated very unfairly. She was basically like a sex icon instead of like a...
Oh my god, yes. Bro, wait, since you talked about it, like, oh my god, the interviews for that movie, it boiled my blood.
Yeah.
Because the things that they would ask RDJ, and the things they would ask her were so different. They would ask her, oh, how did you fit into that costume? It seems so tight. Why are you asking that in an interview?
Yeah.
And why? And I think she also clocked it and like, well, like, you don't ask RDJ that. Why are you asking me that? Like, you know, it's just how people talk to women in film, because they think I can talk to you however I want to talk to you. And that's just insane. Like, why are you bringing that up? Like, why are you focusing on that? I think even to Margot Robbie, when she was doing the Barbie movie, someone was kind of belittling her in the interview. And then Gosling. Guys, I get my
there's a lot of Ryans.
There's a lot of people out there. Yeah, Gosling, I think he was like kind of stepped in and he wanted to know, this movie is not about Ken, this movie is not about me, it's about Barbie, it's about Margot Robbie, it's about what she done, why are we talking about me? And it's just like, you know what? Yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's really weird the way that women are treated, just because, and this is what I want to not believe, but this is what I think I talk about a lot, is that representation on media, they matter so much because of this, right? Because when you portray women as sexual beings and just, you know, there to do your housework, just there to be a wife, just there to be somebody's like girl, whatever, right? Like, you are teaching this new generation, because everybody consumes media one way or another, right? If it's not through films, it's through books. If it's not through books, it's through games. If it's not games, it's TV, it's advertisement, it's your phone, it's everything, right? It's posters, designing, it's everywhere around us. So when you're not treating women fairly in these media, you are telling this new generation of people that, hey, this is all that women are good for, and there's nothing else about them, you know? Especially when, like I said, in, for example, MCU, if you're gonna portray Black Widow as somebody who, obviously she has a lot of backstory.
Yeah.
But you didn't explore that. You only hinted at it. You show her, like, her suit has cleavage. Like, why? That's not practical at all. Why are you painting her as this, like, this weird not weird, but it's just like a sexual being that
I was gonna say, like a sex idol.
Yeah, like
so
it's
guys to look out, be like, oh my god,
exactly,
look at her, and think about her. I think that's also something that they talked about in the Barbie movie. I think when Barbie stepped into the real world, she didn't realize that, oh, men look at me this way. You know, when she was, I think they were whistling at her and oogling at her and catcalling her, and she thought they were being nice at first, but then it took a while for her to realize, wait, no, they're not doing this at me. They're like actually sexualizing me. And it's just so, I don't know. I don't think guys get the level it affects a woman being catcalled and being sexualized and being just known for one thing, that is being pretty. When I was looking at the code for you to find the mother child code, I think something that something else also that came about, and there was that because you're supposed to stay pretty for men, but not so pretty you tempt them too much or you threaten other women.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's so true. Even though I feel like we try our best not to fall into the idea that people are, like the world has created for a woman. Everyone, even we as women, tend to do that, right? Because that's just how we were born, and not how we were born. That's just the ideas that were fed into us growing up, and the social media that we consume. Everything is like, okay, how is it gonna benefit a man, not how is it gonna benefit a woman.
Exactly.
That's why they say, even, oh my god, I think some other quote that was in the movie was like, I remember everyone hates women, men hate women, and women also hate women. And I feel like that's like so true.
No, it's really kind of this. I never really understood why as a woman we hate each other so much. You know, it's not. And I see it, and I think I also said this all the time. A little earlier, like a few months ago, I was talking to somebody and I was like, I never realized how misogynistic rap songs from female rappers are. Because
we talked about this.
I think so. Yeah, because I think that I was listening to, I don't know which artist it was, and then
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. We were listening to it. You, me, MJ. We were talking about it.
And then it's always about like, oh, I'm gonna steal your man's, and like he wants me, he doesn't want you, and everything like that. And I was like, okay, first of all, why would you want to be with a man that is like can't decide between two women?
Yeah, if you have to decide between me and another woman,
pick the other one.
I don't want you, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Or better yet, don't even pick. I don't think you're a terrible person if you can't pick between two persons.
Go work on yourself.
Go to therapy. Exactly. So it's really crazy how patriarchy has really condensed this idea of that men is the higher power basically, and that women are everything else under them. And which is really crazy because I don't know if you know this concept in cinema called the Bechdel test, the Beckham test, Beckham.
Like Victoria Beckham.
I have no idea how to. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay.
But it's basic. Do you know what it is?
Nah.
It's a very specific test. It's a very specific test in films that make sure that whatever women are talk about is not about men.
What do you mean?
In films. So it's making sure that when they say that, oh, this movie did not pass the Bechdel test, it means that every single woman on screen, they're always talking about a man. Everything they talk about is, for example, about that man's behavior or about something about him.
Oh my God.
They don't talk about anything other than a man.
Yes,
which is insane that they have to create that in the first place, because that shows you that directors and filmmakers and screenwriters back then, whenever they have a female characters, they make those characters talk about men.
Yes. No, I feel like, that is so. Wait, now that you say, now that you said that, I'm thinking of everything that I've watched, and it's so true. And we know that social media and every media that we consume affects us. But now that you said it, right, the first thing that came to my mind was when I was in middle school, all I would talk about with my friends were men.
Right.
We would be like, oh my God, which boy do you have a crush on? Do you think he has a crush on you? Whereas guys, they don't talk about that at all. But I also feel like even now, it kind of plays into effect. Like, guys don't talk about their partners or their relationships or the woman that they're with or like want as much as girls do.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like it has its pros and cons. That just also means that we talk more and we are more deep, whereas guys' conversation aren't like that. So I guess it goes both hand in hand a bit. But also it's like, Wow, no, I'm like, now that you say, I'm just thinking of everything that I've consumed and everything that happened. I'm just like, wow, that's like so true.
Yeah, it's actually quite bizarre to me because the amount of movies that I've seen that are also pretty contemporary or pretty modern, they're like, oh, this movie didn't pass the test. And I was like, oh my God, what do you mean? Like every single female character in this movie, all they talk about is the guys or like relationship with the guy. And obviously, you know, this shows how much it plays into the idea of relationship and ideologies and patriarchy into us, and obviously like misogyny and all of that. I think what the Barbie movie did really well is to sort of highlight that. But one criticism I will have is I felt like they should have dived even deeper into it. I want to have more serious conversation in a movie that people might not take seriously. Yeah. Because if for example, some people are like, oh, Barbie, like, you know, I'm not gonna take it seriously. And then the movie actually talks about like very deep and meaningful stuff. And obviously I'm saying they do, but I just wish that it was even more than that. I wish America's Ferrera monologue was a little bit longer.
Oh my God, that monologue
was crazy.
Guys, sorry, we have to talk about What Was I Made For by Billie Eilish.
Yes,
that's a song we always play when we're hanging out. It comes up once, like when we're listening to music and we're hanging out, that song comes up in some way or the other, and someone tears up. Like, it's been a staple in our friend group. We've been listening to it, I think, ever since freshman year. And that song, guys, it's an, oh God, even thinking about that song makes me want to cry. Like the lyrics, oh my God, the production of that song. Nobody, like, if you're not a girl, you would not get how deep that is, to be like, what was I made for? Was I just made for this? Like, don't tell anyone, nobody knows. It's like insane.
I remember, like, during one of our hangout, I was doing like my Spanish homework or something, and then it showed up on MJ's laptop, and I was like, can we skip? This is too sad. Like, can we not do this? But first of all, it's a very good song. I am happy that it won the Oscar. But also on the same coin, like, I'm Just Ken also won for some reason. Like,
please, guys. Okay, it's a good song. It was a fun song, but hello, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Did everyone miss the plot of the movie?
Wait, no. Now that I just remember, maybe What Was I Made For didn't even win.
What?
Maybe I'm Just Ken won over it.
No way, you're kidding. Oh my God, do you remember? Because Oppenheimer was also really popular during that time, right? I think the interview, or I don't know, was it the Oscar people were talking about what was it? I think it was the Oscar people, the introduction that he has to give. I think the way he made it, that was like really controversial.
I know what you're talking
TikTok,
about.
and people are like, did you guys miss the plot of the movie?
I know what you're talking about. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I think in the Oscar, or I don't
remember which one it was.
Yeah, but during an award, this MC guy was like, this summer we had Barbieheimer, obviously, you know, Barbie and Oppenheimer. And one film is about freaking, you know, war and very fantastic. And then he went, and the other film is about plastic dolls or whatever.
Yeah, something he said. I don't remember exactly what it was. Guys, also forgive us. Like, actually, no, forgive me. This has been a long time. If I saw the movie yesterday, I would have so much more to talk about, but it's been a while since I saw the movie.
Yeah, but I think that we're touching upon pretty good topics. I've always wanted to talk about this. But yeah, that no, like, why would you say that on
wait, I
TV?
need to find this right now, guys. I'm sorry. I need to find this right now.
It's just like so bizarre to me, because how can you water down a movie that is made by women and for women like that? And I want to say that I understand it's for comedic effect, but also like it wasn't even funny.
It was not funny.
It wasn't even funny. The effort wasn't there. And then like I think the camera immediately cuts to like Ryan Gosling and Greta Gerwig.
Yes, it's the Golden Globe.
Oh, Golden Globe. Okay.
Find what it is. Wait, let me.
That sucks. But yeah, I think the America Ferrera monologue, that moment was, I think, probably like my top two moment. My top one I already talked about, which is the mother and the daughter moment.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It says Barbie is on a plastic doll with big boobies. What are we doing? Literally, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's not Well, it's first of all, you're sexualizing a toy. Like you're sexualizing a girl's toy that has been
Yes.
around forever.
Yes.
Like
And Barbie,
what?
yes, and Barbie was based on feminism and toxic masculinity and things women go through every single day.
Yeah.
That no, like if you're not a woman, respectfully back off. You're never ever gonna understand that.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
It's a universal experience. And I also really enjoy the final scene where the same place that Barbie was in with the creator from Mattel, and they were in this space
Oh yeah.
where
yeah.
flashes of woman's life, of
Oh my
childhood.
God, childhood.
That was
yes.
very
That was
emotional.
very emotional, and yes, that was a really good one. Oh my God! And Barbie going and what did she do in the end? I forgot. She became a human. I know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And then she went to, was it a driver's test?
I actually don't remember correctly, but she went somewhere. And
She went somewhere that's
obviously-
like a common place to go for like humans to go to. I think it was the
Mhm.
driver's test, but I'm not sure, guys. But yeah, that was really good.
It's a really good moment. I just I just wish that they get into it a bit deeper. I feel like that was a bit too short for me.
Yeah.
If they just
Oh my God, Barbie 2.
yeah.
Barbie 2. Hello.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I
Barbie
feel
2?
like yeah, and also like oh yeah, no, for sure. And I just wish that it was a little bit longer, because if we get more moments of women in there,
Mhm.
of probably essential moments, like for I don't know, this might be random, but for I don't know, first time getting your period, or
Oh.
yeah, first time getting your period, or growing your first pimple. I don't know, something
my
like
God,
that.
Yes.
As a girl,
No,
right?
Yes.
Because it adds
definitely.
so much to our growth. And
Oh my God. First time hanging out with girls that make you feel so
Yeah.
loved and cared for. That's like peak girlhood, right?
yeah,
there.
exactly. Like finding other girls that you can talk and hang out and have
Yes.
fun with. Because we have been taught for so long that you need a man.
Oh my,
You need
wait,
a guy.
okay, not to go off topic. Also, guys, this is like a typical day hangout with us. This is what we do. We talk about something and then it goes off topic.
Yeah.
I saw this on TikTok
Yeah.
again, and it was like, I think we should put more effort into platonic love more than we do
Yes.
into romantic love. And I was like, that's so true. Because yeah, people talk about, oh my God, you have to do this for your partner, you have to do that for your partner, which is, yeah, that's your partner. You have to do all of those stuff for them. But what about platonic love?
Yeah.
Platonic love is so underrated. I know everyone talks about it. They'll be like, yeah, your friends are important, blah, blah, blah. But no, like, I have the most loved and the most heard I've ever felt in a partnership was with my best friends.
Yeah.
No shade to anyone else out there, but yeah.
Yeah. I think I agree. Like I've always emphasized on that, because it's my first form of relationship outside of my parents.
Yes.
Period. I didn't like first thing out of preschool I made a boyfriend.
And be like, yo, hello, boyfriend.
Like I've been with I haven't been with like a guy in like 19 years of my life. No, but I have had girlfriends that have been not all, the entirety of my like 20 years of my life, but like for a very long period of my life, and they have seen me through so much stuff. And honestly, like I don't think, like, for example, if I tell Danu like, oh my God, I'm having such a bad cramps, a guy wouldn't understand how much pain I'm going through.
He can be empathetic and be like, yeah, oh no, I'm sorry, that sucks. Like,
But, like,
buy something, but he's not gonna get it.
The physical
pain
of it.
No, like you're not gonna get it. And yeah, no, I agree.
Because a lot of the pain that we feel as women are purely physical. There's this one, I think you've seen Fleabag. Have you seen Fleabag?
No, but that's my best friend's favorite show.
Yeah, I also plan to watch that. But I haven't watched it, but I've seen this quote going around in that TV show, which is a character saying, women are born with pain built into them. Which is so
oh my God,
that is heartbreakingly true.
yes.
Because we are born with an uterus.
Yes.
In a womb that is,
Yes.
unfortunately, whenever we get a period, we just get an immense pain. And I just took a small break and to let you guys know that we have another person in the room. She's having a side quest to do right now, so she can't really join us right now, but she is in the room. So if you hear a third person talking, you're like, who is that? There's gonna be MJ, the MJ that we talk about. MJ, did you want to just briefly introduce yourself and then like go back to whatever you're doing and then?
Hi, my name is MJ. MJ.
She sounds so sad, bro.
Do you want to tell people what major you are?
I am data science major. I'm junior right now, and I'm doing side quiz for my sorority.
Yeah. But yeah, MJ is gonna join us whenever she feels like it. But yeah, we're just still gonna talk about feminism and media. And when I was,
No, we were talking about girlhood, but okay. Well, sorry. Continue.
did you hear the silence?
Yeah.
Anyways, when I was walking downstairs, I just keep thinking about this topic because for me it's like so personal because I grew up being told by so many different people that, you know, I should be this way, I should be that way. And, you know, similar to the monologue by America Ferrera in the film, I was just like, what am I supposed to do? Because I'm not supposed to be, you know, if my makeup is too strong, I'm masculine. If my makeup is too soft, I don't look good.
Not feminine enough.
So like, what am I supposed to do, right?
God.
Like the beauty standard is ridiculous. The amount of work put onto us is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It seems like everything we do, we get judged for it regardless. And I don't know how women has been like going through this for so long, like literally since the beginning of time. I don't understand how anybody could look at this and be like, yeah, no, that's correct, the way that we have all of this just to spite women. I really don't understand, because what have we ever done? What did we ever do?
That's just how it works. Oh my God, this is also so off topic. I don't know if you saw the TikTok I sent you. Apparently the toothpaste that we normally use is only researched and made for men, because girls have more, I don't know,
acidic something saliva
in our
Are
mouths.
you serious?
Yes, it's, bro, for real. I was looking at it, I was like, this is insane. And even the sleep thing, like women are supposed to get more than 8 hours of sleep per night, and then everyone is like, nah, you definitely have to get 7 hours. That's for men. Like everything is in their favor.
Yeah.
And to any men listening, you guys are not realizing how lucky you are.
Yeah. And it's not about hating men,
Yeah,
right?
it's not, yes. Oh my God, that's also, people always assume it's like, oh, we're hating on you. We're not hating on you. We're just stating the fact.
Right. That men are naturally more privileged than we are. And that's not because, and you know, this is not a place for me to sit here and say, oh, I hate men.
Yes, I don't, I love men.
Oh, we can tell. Anyways, I just have this belief that if women can be written good in films and be portrayed as normal characters that is more than their gender or sexuality, I would appreciate that. I'm not saying that, oh, men should be written worse so that women can be written better. No, if women can be written better, or like, I don't even need to be better. They just need to be written as equal to men.
Yes.
Because even just a film with a female protagonist, everybody's like, oh, why is she the main character? Like, why can't we? It's so crazy, because I've seen so many games that has, this year specifically, we have 2 very big games. I know that you guys are not very familiar with
Sims?
gaming. I love Sims, but I'm not talking about Sims. I'm talking about Silent Hill F and Ghost of Yotei. And basically both of them are pretty big franchise that have a female protagonist after having predominantly male protagonists. And everybody just immediately go, wow, this game is so woke. And I really don't understand that, because if a story is good, if the character is good, why does their gender matter? Why does the fact that the character so happens to be a woman, why does that bother you so much? And it's the same thing in films, right? There are so many female characters that have so much potential. Like, there's just not much to them, you know?
Yeah.
And so one of my favorite genre is rom-com. I know that I know Dano is really also big into rom-com. And I recently, I don't know why, but TikToks about Twilight has been consistently showing up on my page. And I remember, I keep forgetting how that show is just, literally about Bella being surrounded by two men.
Two men, yeah, and fighting to choose which one, and that is her whole life problem, choosing between two men. Like, bro,
Right.
what?
Like, girl, you are 18 years old and you're ready to quite literally like throw your
everything you know for 18 years old to
for a
choose
vampire
or a werewolf.
Yeah, and I was just like, I never realized how like
I think, I think, I mentioned about this before, but it literally, it shapes us, like the media we consume. Because, for most of my life, I think before I started college, like high school, I was like, oh, the whole point is to find a boyfriend.
Yeah.
The whole point is to find a man that I can make him happy, not
Right.
like, it's not supposed to be a one-way street. And the whole relationships side, people when they talk about it, it's like, oh, is the girl making the man happy? No, it has to be two ways. And I think what you said too, right? Like in film, women should also have a better role being written because it impacts a lot. Same way, I think we should show relationships a bit more is it transact? I don't know if that's the right word.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you mean though.
Yeah. Like it should be a two-way street. It shouldn't be a one-way street. And I feel like people are really underestimating how social media and movies and films, all these media really consumes the way you think and everything. Like, okay, I'm going so off topic from the film because I'm not really familiar with films as much. But even like on TikTok, right? It's like the 3-month theory. Oh my God. What was something? I forgot. Oh, if your boyfriend is peeling pomegranate for you and orange for you, if you ask for it, then it means he loves you, otherwise it's not. Like, bro, what are we doing? Like, how, and I'm not gonna be like, that's silly, because that also affected the way I think, be like, oh, so you're not supposed to do all of those things. I think I forgot the point I was making. Oops.
I understand what you're trying to say, because like I said before, films and media in general, they influence our mindset. This we know, right? And I mentioned rom-com, and the thing about rom-com is that the male characters are always written in like this archetype where they're broody, but then for some reason, like the main female character is like not quote unquote like the only special one. So
or it's like, oh my God, or it's the girl being so like, okay, I hate the term pick me. I don't want to say pick me, but it's like, oh, the girl is pick me. Like the girl doesn't really want to do anything with him, and she's just there, and she's so like cute, unnoticed, and then the guy likes her, and then she goes crazy. Like there's so many movies where the girl starts off being so quote unquote nerdy and everything, and then the jock or the athlete, he comes around and then he sweeps her off her feet, and then the girl is like, yeah, he loves me, so I don't really need to focus on my future. Like, bro, what are we doing?
I just don't like it. I just really don't.
It's so bad because it really, really affects the way you think, and it really affects the way people see women too. Also, okay, I think in a way it also affects the way we see men. Because we see men as this, you see in the movie, oh, the guy is supposed to save the girl. So all guys have this thing in their head like, oh, I'm supposed to save the girl.
Right.
No, you're not supposed to save the girl. Like, that's not how a relationship works. Both of you are two individuals on your own who come together to help each other grow. You're like two whole people. It's not like you are trying to save her or she's trying to save you. Like, that's a codependency relationship. Yeah.
I don't think that's healthy at all.
That's not healthy at all, because you don't need someone else to save you. That's not how it works. Whereas it's portrayed all the time like the girl needs the saving, or sometimes the guy needs the saving. But like, bro, that's not how it works.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's just like a very weird thing in films where we are essentially being taught that, like you said, that our final goal is to find a man. And that has always bothered me because I have stuff to do, right? Like I want to focus on something else. I'm not saying this to sound that's not what I'm trying to do. Basically what I'm trying to say is that there's so much more to life, right? We know this.
I agree with you 100%.
But then as kids, and as younger girls, every thing that we consume. And the thing is, romance is also very catered to women.
Yes,
Why?
yes.
Because they are
Oh my
teaching
God.
us
yes
that we need
romance
romantic
to
love. Yeah.
Okay, yes, like what she says, right? I agree with it, but also I understand where you're coming from in that sense, like, oh, you don't want to be cynical about it. Yeah, it's really important to have companionship and everything, but that's not everything at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's not the only thing that keeps you going. Yes, it helps you. Yes, it helps you. You know, it's nice to have someone with you, but that's
Yeah.
not the only focus. That's not like at least in Asian cultures, like I'm thinking the goal is that, I mean, thankfully it changed a bit now, but when my mom was growing up, or like when my mom was around the age, okay, how are we gonna get her married off? Like that's the end goal for her. But that's so stupid. The way that works is so stupid. No, that's not all you're supposed to do, is to be a housewife. I mean, if you want to do that, no judgment, obviously, you know, it's fine. Everyone can do whatever they want to do, but you can't force someone to go to that life, you know, be like, oh, okay, now you're 22, you're 23, okay, now all you have to do is bat children and be a housewife and take care of your man. And I think it's also toxic masculinity to be like, yeah, the guy has to be the one that brings home the money, the guy has to be the one that has to take care of everything. And even in films, like, you don't see the guy crying because that's girly. Like, bro, no, everyone is human, everyone is going through so many things that you don't know about. So I just think it's stupid.
Thank you so much for bringing up the fact that we don't see God, because my entire final paper and final project in my English 161 class was to write about, this is in horror film, so it's a bit different, but was to write about how in every single horror movie, it's the women who are the victims.
Yes.
The women are always
oh my God,
being...
yes, I remember you talking about this.
Yeah,
yes,
the
yes,
women
yes.
are always the one being dragged through hell, being tortured on screen, but then when it's a guy, they get killed off pretty quickly. They didn't beg for their lives, they didn't cry. But then...
Sorry.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's so ridiculous. In like media and everything, it's just... I'm just trying to say that it impacts the way that we act.
Yeah, definitely. No, that's yeah, something that I always, bro, okay, since she talked about her final paper, something that I was so passionate about is that how your childhood and how you grow up, how it affects your romantic relationships. Not only romantic relationships, but every relationship
In
that
general,
you have in your life. That was my final paper for my English class, and oh my God, the amount of research I did on it, it was insane, because it was something that I was so passionate about. But yeah, guys, that is so true. Literally, how you grow up, how you see your parents act, and how your parents treated you, that affects your relationship so much. Like, it's, I mean, yeah, we all know that, but you guys don't comprehend how much to the level, like every small thing that triggers you, if you really think about it and you look back, it's literally because of your relationship with your parents and how you were or how you were treated when you were a kid, how your primary caregiver treated you, or how they look after you. Like, oh my God. Yeah. Do you have anything you want to add?
I was just gonna bring back in Barbie into the conversation, because I feel like we because, you know, Barbie was the beginning of our conversation, and I just want to say that because we talk a lot about, you know, romantic relationship and how we are basically forced by the media that we need to find the love of our life, right? And I really appreciate at least Barbie at the end. She was like, well, I don't want to be with Ken.
Yeah, I don't. Yes, oh my God. Bro, I was clapping. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You don't have to be with Ken. He's, oh my God, the one of the line that I love, that he's just Ken.
He's just Ken.
He's just Ken.
He is just Ken.
He's literally just a boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, well, yeah. I love the Barbie movie, guys. I think I watched it again with my mom too, just to see her take on it and just to listen to what she thought. My mom is kind of too logical to watch that movie, but she did like it. Some of the parts she thought it was too much, and I was like, bro, what are you doing? But she did like it though. Overall, she liked it. She really liked the monologue. I think the monologue is like everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
Like, that was really good. I think she liked it. She thought it was portrayed really well. So yeah, it was really nice to hear her opinion on it too.
Yeah. And speaking of monologue, I think I'm gonna go on a little monologue right now about that monologue, because it's so hard for women to be women. Right. And I think that as somebody who's been very struggling to find my, like, not myself, but like my style and what I want to do and what I like and everything like that, it is so hard for me when society and even like people around me, they keep telling me that if you do this, you're not gonna be this, like like all of these. It's so loud. It's so hard. It hurts to be a woman.
It hurts a lot to be
like
a woman.
like literally, like physically
hurts.
Yeah. And it's so bizarre to me how incredible it is that we have been able to do everything that we do, and I love being a woman. That's like the thing.
Yes,
like
that's also right. I feel like, I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off. You can go.
No, it's okay. But I love being a woman. I love I love this. I love having conversation about women.
Yes.
I love making films as a woman.
Yes.
And as like somebody who really wants to become a filmmaker, Greta Gerwig really inspired me a lot as a female director, because she clearly puts in a lot of her own view on gender and identity and sexuality into her product, which is something that I always aim for. I always aim for representing stuff that are true to myself.
Yes.
Because if I don't believe in that, I'm not gonna make a movie about it.
Yes. And also I feel like it's more authentic when you know that you're so passionate about it.
Exactly.
Something that comes out of it is like, it's a different kind of satisfaction.
Exactly, because if you make a film about something that you believe in, you are guaranteed to get the best product.
Yes,
out of everything.
Yes,
Last week, me and Thomas talk about Sinners. Have you seen Sinners?
No.
I highly recommend. It's a fantastic movie. And Ryan Coogler, who's the director of Sinners, he is so passionate about his craft, and a lot of his craft focuses on his identity of being a Black American man. And a lot of that culture really shows that he's very passionate. And that also inspires me a lot, because as an Asian woman, I want to also represent that. I want to represent what it means to be a woman.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate seeing media representing women in the accurate and respectful way.
Yeah.
I don't want to see people showcasing women in a way that is disrespectful, that is just really just like untrue to who we are.
Yes.
And I just want to, and Barbie probably is one of the film is going to influence me into making feminist media and feminist film that hopefully other peoples can watch and be like, yeah, this is what I want to make.
Yeah. I think also people have a really different idea on what feminism is.
Yeah.
Because I remember talking to a few of my guy friends, and then they would be like, yeah, feminism is you guys wanting more rights than men. And I'm like, bro, no.
We don't even have that much rights.
Like, first of all, women could only vote like a few years back, like if you really think about it. And it's not even about that. It's about wanting equal rights. It's about wanting to be treated the same way you would a man. And it's just so stupid. I mean, there is toxic feminism out there too. Like, I'm not saying, oh yeah, like everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. People think the same way. I know there are some people who portray feminism in a way that shouldn't be portrayed, and that really challenge people on how they view feminism.
And it also harms women.
Yes, it also harms women. That's not what it's about. It's about wanting the same things. Yeah, and it goes beyond film. It goes beyond us. It goes beyond a lot of things, because if you really look about it, every woman that you know have felt microaggression in some way or form without them realizing it, whether it's from some man or whether it's even if it's from some like woman, right? Me and Mandy have talked a lot about this, where I felt really microaggressed by someone, and I didn't even realize it until I talked to her about it. And she's like, have you ever thought about this way? And I never thought about that way, because it doesn't cross your mind the first thing something happens, right? So, I think that's why it's really important to talk about it, to understand, and to also be considerate.
Yeah. And I just also want to point out something that all of us in this room right now, we are studying in a field that is male dominated. Yeah. You guys are in data science, like that field of like STEM major that is just a lot of men.
A lot of men. And also here, oh my God, here's something that I think one of my classes they talked about is that people assume that you're not smart enough.
Yeah.
People assume that it's a man who's supposed to be doing it, who's supposed to be coding, and who's supposed to be smart enough to do that. And it shows up in different ways and forms. I know someone who talked about how they were sitting on a TA table and someone didn't assume that she was the TA for that class when there was literally a TA sign in front of her.
Right.
And I was like, wow, that's,
it's really bizarre.
And it kind of also makes you lose your own self of worth.
Kind of, yeah.
When you're thinking about, hey, do I not deserve to be here? Do I not deserve to be in this field? And yeah, my mom also works in a tech field, and I know that people, the way they treat her other male co-workers and how they treat her is different, and she doesn't get the same recognition. She has to work twice as hard to do that. And growing up seeing that really affected me too, being like, okay, so this is how it's going to be. I mean, there are it's definitely better now compared to a few years ago because there's a lot more women representation and everything, but there's still a long way to go. And there's still a lot of talk on how we talk with women and how we talk with men is really like important. That also goes back to what I'm saying, how your childhood shapes it, right? If you kind of something that I always think about is like, oh my God, when I have my own children, the way I would make my son grow up is going to be so different because it starts from there. Nobody tells, hey, teach your son how to behave. No, they tell, teach your daughter how to behave and how to deal with it. What? Like, why are we doing that? Why won't you teach your son how to act and how to deal with these circumstances? So yeah, I think that's something I often think about too. And bro, when we were talking about the Barbie movie now, when my daughter hits the age of 10, 12, I'm gonna introduce the Barbie movie to her. She's watching that. Like I'm sitting down with her and making her watch it.
That's a great plan. I love that you have that mapped out. But yeah, I also wanted to talk briefly about the filmmaking industry.
Yes, I was gonna ask.
Which is obviously like the biggest director's name, which is the field that I want to go into, are males, right? You have obviously Christopher Nolan, Martin Scorsese, Quentin Tarantino,
Ooh, he's good.
Every single director, not every single, but like most of the director are male. And even like for female directors, I'm not saying there's not any, but it's just like the big names are basically Greta Gerwig and Sofia Coppola. That's like the two directors that most people would know. Everybody else is male.
I'm sorry, not to interrupt. I don't even think most people know that. I think it's more like women who know that, not men who know that.
Yeah. That says a lot, right?
That does say a lot.
That says a lot. And when I was today before the show, I went on the best of the Fest, which is the best of Cine Youth at the Chicago International Film Festival, because I intern as a programming in the programming team there. Yeah. And I went there, and can I just say, it was first of all, it was really nice to see everybody else again, my team and the filmmakers who I have met at the fest and now see them again. But I will say that it's such a diverse group of filmmakers that we invite in. There was such a good mix and balance between gender and sexuality that I felt very hopeful. That we have a lot of female directors, and obviously the male directors was really nice and very talented as well. But I was so happy to see the female directors and filmmakers getting their flowers and actually getting the recognition that they deserve. And I really, and obviously these are people our age, younger people, and it just gives me a lot of hope as somebody who wants to go in this field, because maybe it's our time.
Yes.
Yeah. Obviously. Like maybe it's that time. But yeah. Do you want to add anything else or
yeah, so I don't think so. I think we talked a lot about a lot of things.
Yeah.
I think I also said a lot of stupid things.
No. Sure. I think it was a very productive conversation, and
hope so.
And it's one that is very necessary because we just need more women and everything. And also I find it really not funny, but I find it really nice that even during my entire class last week, both of my comm classes were talking about gender and sex and in gaming industry and also like the technology field. I think it's just really nice. I think it's a conversation that I always find enjoyable and interesting. I specifically love talking about women in their field and everything like that. So yeah, if there's nothing else to say, we should wrap the episode. Thank you, Danu. Thank you, MJ. MJ is here for more support. MJ, do you want to say something before?
I love you guys. Don't do computer science or data science.
Oh, okay.
This won't be the last time you guys hear from me. I will be back. This is so fun. Thank you so much for having me, Manti. Hopefully the next time I'm back, I will have more things to talk about.
Yes, of course. But thank you guys so much for being here. I always enjoy having guests in my show, and obviously
I'm going to be here all the time.
Every Saturday, I'll be there.
Hello.
I'll be there. Oh, okay. Yeah, that took a while. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. And hopefully you guys are back for the next episode. You guys are welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
But yeah, thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.